Now, this used to be my favorite book because this was one of the first books that changed. Was one of the first parts of me that changed. The main thing that I did get about Think and Grow Rich is that like having faith, having a deeper desire, and still having that action plan. Like even if you don't know where you're going to take a step anywhere you're going in your life, you still gotta keep pushing until you see something. And the main thing for me was trying to figure out how can I really feel this deep down desire to attain wealth or this goal I have, my purpose in life. And over the past 2-3 years, that has been something I have mainly been focused on, to really have a deep desire to win, to change, for a greater purpose. Like I'm obsessed with wanting to better everybody in life. That's why I'm here now doing these videos. And to the extent of my clothing brand, everything I do has the same goal. And you can see how much like grit I've been putting in and effort I've been putting in to really trying to express the same message no matter what I create. And I can honestly say that this book helped me get to that, truthfully. Now, honestly, this is not my favorite book no more because of the book that did kind of take over. And that book is called The Richest Man in Babylon. I don't have that book here. I actually listened to the audiobook just on YouTube. I have listened to that audiobook about 3 to 4 times. Like I was on YouTube trying to figure out, what video, what book should I read, what self-help book is beneficial for me. And I kept seeing Richest Man in Babylon, but I'm like, that one book, I'm like, yo, at this point in my life, I wasn't really, it was like I was fighting the religious side versus being spiritual side versus being myself at the same time. So when I first seen The Richest Man in Babylon, my initial thoughts was that this book could be religious. I don't really want to read about the religion right now. I would just take my own route, try to figure something else out, right? And then it was weird to me that one day I was at work this year, right? And I heard a dude say something like this, like, you never know what your favorite book is if you never read that book, right? I'm like, that's kind of crazy. I'm like, what one book I always seen a lot and people always be preaching about that I never read or heard? I'm like, The Richest Man in Babylon. And I promise you, first 20-30 minutes in of hearing the audiobook, I'm just like, yo, this is really describing my life. And this is describing my life before I understood the knowledge of what I'm doing now. Like the steps, trial and errors of that explained in that book helps you to bet. It's like you could relate it to yourself and how you were doing, how you operated money, the people that was near you, the things you see on social media as we speak right now. It is still pertained in that book. So honestly, The Richest Man in Babylon can tell you how to budget. It can tell you how to structure your life and still have fun. Like, that's why now I always say, like, having 10% of your own money just going to a savings, dividends, whatever it is, having just 10%, only 10%, that's all you need, right? That's the main thing I stress. You're gonna build wealth. And it helped me get to this idea of this. I'll use my job to build wealth and I'll use my skills to get rich. You feel me? Because this is like a way where now I understand what I'm doing. It's not about me just trying to chase this goal and get to this point where it's like, I just want to get rich, but I don't know how I'm going to get rich and I don't know what I'm going to do when I get rich. You feel me? I'm like in the presence of myself and how I'm building myself, I am already rich. You feel me? I am already rich in wealth because of the habits I'm sustaining. Because of the habits I'm sustaining on myself, I am already rich. And I know that. So now even though I'm working a job and I may be getting mad, I know a lot of people go through this. When you're working that 9-to-5 job that you don't want to work at, you're getting crazy hours. It just feel like you in hell, okay? And you just hate it. When you can look back at these things that you're doing, it gives you more clarity to know that I know that I'm going through this right now, but I know for a fact this is not going to be the position I'm in 10 to 15 years from now. So I'm going to be willing to hold this struggle and just go through this little problem for today to set myself up for the bigger goal. Because I'm not looking about who I am today, I'm looking about who I am going to be for tomorrow, I'm looking at who I'm going to be in 15 years. I know who I want to be, and I know what I want to get. And if I am putting everything in my life to already get this, I'm gonna be able to be a better person, a better man. You feel me? And that's why I love this book called The Richest Man In Babylon. I honestly do need to get the paperback copy just so I can have it, because I've just listened to the audiobook multiple times. Like I might listen to it today. It's only 3 hours of time. Come on, bro. Why would you waste your time? Okay. And then it also tells you about like even your lifestyles, choices, and different things you do with your family, so that you can still find a budget in the range where you still could be beneficial. You live in your everyday life while still paying off people. You feel me? Because one thing I gotta say in this generation that we kind of lacking, well, even the past generation, is debt. You feel me? Like we collect debt so much that you put yourself in a hole. You feel me? But at the end of the day, the goal is to get out that hole. You feel me? So if like for me, like if you are in debt, okay, let's say, because not everybody's in debt that much. So, okay, let's say you are in debt, you just got a car, whatever it is, you feel me? Then you get a loan, whatever it is, you feel me? Now you in debt, you paying the man back. Cool, you paying him back. Don't pay the person back so much that you put yourself in a harder position. Have it in a settled range where it's still at a limit, so that even though right now it may be a struggle, think about 2 to 3 years from now. But you also got a budget aligned with yourself that you're still saving. So even though you're paying off these people, you're still saving on the back end at the same time. While you still have some money going for like stocks, whatever it is, for dividends. You're building a net worth, you're building an income, so that even when that time, let's say you actually finish paying off all that debt, you got a whole net worth built up for yourself already, and now you got more income that could be allocated in different ways. Don't pay something off and then get more debt. That's how you stay in debt. You feel me? No, get more things, build up your wealth, and then once you got enough wealth to just pay, you could get what you want. Then you get what you want. Ain't no need to rush the process. You feel me? Like people always trying to live this extravagant lifestyle to try to attract to somebody else's image. Like just living your own image. Who cares what somebody else think? And honestly, y'all, like I'm not the nigga to buy clothes. I'm not the nigga to go buy the new shoes. I'm not that nigga at all. I'll probably buy some computer parts because I know that computer could make me money. You feel me? It's a return on my investment. But them shoes ain't gonna bring me no return on investment unless I sell them. You feel me? Like my clothes, my brand, that's what I will do. That's what I will buy because I know I can reinvest and make more money. But if it's regular everyday clothes, I'm not really doing that. You feel me? And that's how I just think about everything in life. Like after reading Richest Man In Babylon, like I'm really more picky on what I buy with my money versus what I don't buy with my money. But I'm also more curious about my health. And then lastly, I could say the third book that honestly did help me really change my life is called Napoleon Hill by Outwitting The Devil. You know, same person that wrote Think and Grow Rich, he also made a book called Outwitting The Devil. Now this book, I'm not gonna lie, like the main thing and source I liked about this book was that it gave you a different way of you picturing your brain. Because most people don't understand their brain, understand how different things of your subconscious and past traumas can be like the devil slowing you down. And that was one of the main things that this book did help shape and frame in my mind more, to understand my mind, to fight against my brain, you feel me? To fight against what my mind is telling me to do, to fight against my comfortability, or my comfort, I say that, you feel me? And like, after reading that book, I will start questioning everything I do. I heard a quote though. Well, I heard Alex Simorati say this. If you were a human, right? How would you make a human to be successful? Like, if you want to make a successful human, what would you put him through in order to get to this goal? You feel me? Would you just give everything to him, or would you put these blockades on him so that he can learn and grow to be a more sustainable human to get to that goal? So once he gets to that goal, he's able to maintain that goal. You feel me? That's why you be thinking like when people win the lottery, they always end up losing the money. They go to the casino, they make big money, they always lose the money. Even you gamble, you make good money, you always lose the money. There's always a smaller percent of people that keep that money, but the majority of everybody, how they operate money is what make them lose the money. And like, even yesterday, I was talking to like some of my old friends, right? They are really older and everything. They were talking about different things that's going on, and like, it's crazy to me how like when we was talking, I just like yo, like I know for a fact what I'm doing is something that needs to be done in this world, because it's like they even said it like, yo, like we got so many, like as a black African American, like we got people that supporting the community, trying to do better for the community and everything. But I feel like the main thing that our as a whole, even just the world, need to know more is just financial literacy. Like that should be something that is taught. And the thing is though, like I don't feel like the people that should be teaching it is the teachers. I feel like the people that should be coming in here, it should be like a business owner who is actually doing this shit real life in real time, you feel me? And actually making good money, come in and say, okay, let's talk about this situation to help you with the oil so you can understand financial literacy. Because like we was talking about like even college and everything, like I don't know how a professor is gonna teach me about economics and financial literacy to build wealth when you also a professor and you're not really making as much money, you feel me? Like you're not really living the life you're stating, you feel me? In my own eyes, I will listen to a person that's actually doing it currently right now and winning versus a person that's teaching you about it to how to get it, but you ain't doing it, you feel me? Because the experience that can go hand in hand. Like yeah, you can read everything out that damn book, but the nigga that's doing it right now in life, he's gonna teach you more, help you pass more things in time because he's literally doing it, you feel me? And that's what I feel like the economy as a whole is just missing. But why? Where there's still a lot of lack in certain things. And like, this ain't like the book Outwitting The Devil. The information is out here now, right? Of how you can get better. But honestly, the masses is not gonna go towards that because of how everything is structured. And when you think about every single thing you do in your life, in your mind, or where you're coming to, always understand that there's always two choices you can make. You can either keep going with your mind or you can change. And one thing I will always say is that if everything is going right in your life, then stay the same. But if you feel like something is wrong and something is not right, the only choice for you is to change. And the thing is though, that's the most scary part is that with change, you don't know what can happen. But that's life, and that's the most beautiful part as well.